Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 23 of the May Contain Action podcast, the podcast in which we never know what episode we're on, but we're on this one. It's May 19th, 2024. Welcome to the pod. I almost said to the stream because I'm hardwired to be a streamer for my entire life. My name is Paul, and joined by me.
What happened to you right now?
I don't know.
Are you good, dude?
I'm Trevor the heck out of this
when you left.
I don't
Your brain?
I'm joined by Trevor May. Trevor, hey, how you doing, bud?
Good. How we doing, man? How's everything in your world?
Oh, falling apart, brother. Piece by piece. No, things are fine. Things are going good. I'm just getting over being sick for 3 weeks. So that's actually been a huge bummer, but we're on the up. So we're happy about that. Like last time we tried to record the podcast, I was like, guys, I'm way too sick. And I'm only now slightly getting better. You probably still hear my voice.
Actually, I think you sound great. You sound pretty healthy to me.
I appreciate that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about. But doing good. Baby's doing great. You know, she's starting to look around and like see me and like react and smile and stuff. So that's really cool. Ezra's doing fantastic. He's going through a little bit of a hitting phase. But we're working on that.
Little boys, man.
It's just like
Little boys.
Look, I know parents listen to this, and hopefully this comes off as endearing and not awful. But sometimes I don't get to him in time when I see he's about to like, it's usually one of his like close friends. Like we like come over hanging out all the time. He's like, he just looks at him and he's like, you know what would be interesting right now?
Just
and I'm like, no. I'm like trying to run in slow motion. And he's like, I just shoved this kid over. Like, what would
if I
happen?
just tackle him?
Like, and part of me too is like, yeah. I mean, that's something you don't think about as much maybe as an adult, but kinda, you're like that guy that like, you know, with Pete, the TSA agent was like yelling at you. Like, what if I just like shove that guy? We don't because there's laws against that. It's called assault. But as a child,
we want to. There's something in our brain that's like, just push him over.
Just push him over.
Just
like, what's going to happen?
Dominance, and then you're fine.
Exactly. He has no context for what would even happen if you push someone over. He's like, I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, so Ezra's going through a little bit of that right now. But we're good, man. The family's good. Everything's going well. I'm thinking about selling my Tesla, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, sidebar. Yeah, it feels like a good time to get out from underneath it.
Who are you going to sell it to? Oh, I know who you're going to sell it to.
Who am I going to sell it? People. What?
Collectors.
Collectors?
You know, guys who also pay for the blue check. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking
about. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm going to get out from underneath that Model Y and get myself into a Model 3. You know what I mean? Like really change it up, I think. Yeah. But no, it would cut my payment.
Why? It's the same car.
Yeah, exactly. And it would cut my payment literally in half. I was like, yeah, if Trevor can squeeze himself into a Model 3 at 6'11", I think I can manage getting into a Model 3.
Oh, so you were going to sell it for another Tesla?
I literally think I'm going to sell it for another Tesla. I think that might happen. Because I really do like electric. There's not many electric options, and a lot of them are very expensive.
Yeah. The
Model 3 is actually, like, all things considered, pretty reasonable as far as cost goes, especially if you lease it. So I was like, yeah, it'd be cheaper, and it's electric, and it has a great supercharger network. I don't know. I have cognitive dissonance, right? Like, I'm trying not to think of Elon and all the crap he does all the time. I don't know.
Yeah, I like electric too, and I'm like, well, I probably won't buy a Tesla next time.
Yeah, you're there. You're there. I feel that.
I'm probably there too. Honestly, though, the company's kind of just not. It's getting worse and worse and worse.
I kind of like. Okay, so I want a Kia. Like I kind of like Kias. I think they're cool. They just don't have like the options or the network, like the infrastructure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need infrastructure with electric cars. That's true, and the Tesla is leading in that. I think I might do like a Rivian SUV.
Rivian,
but again, that's an investment. They're not
and
cheap.
It's more expensive. Yes,
they are more expensive. So it would have to be like Kate and I are like we're downgrading her cars. Like we're doing a smaller car that's just like I don't know.
Really?
Who knows? I'm not in the market for a car, but it's weird though. Like I got mine in 2018. It's 2024. Like I'm like, have I had a 6-year-old car yet? Like since I got drafted, I was like, I don't think so, but I don't really care either. So I'm just gonna keep going.
Yeah, keep going. Drive it into the ground, man.
Drive it in the ground. It's only got it's got less than 30,000 miles on it still. So like,
jeez.
yeah, I just never drove it. Like last year, I didn't even have it with me. It was here the whole time. So
just sat here
during the season. So it's fine. It works. It works. Though I can tell some of the systems are kind of slowing down. Like I have to be like touching the car with my phone for it to open. Like I have to pull my phone out, put it like against the thing. I'm like, you feel the Bluetooth? Shit.
Do you feel the Bluetooth?
That happens sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't shift. That happened once.
That seems like a bigger issue.
Or sorry, no. So it shifted. It turned off and then just wouldn't turn back. It's like, put your key on. I'm like, I don't have my key. I've been using I'm still in the car. I have a phone right here. What's going on? And I was at the airport actually trying to pull out and I stopped. And then I was like, oh, the car won't start. So I had to like reset it.
Yikes.
Which drove me nuts. But other than that, though, it's been fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's good over here. Everything's good on my end.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No complaints. Back from Boise. Now I'm here and home and just cooking, trying to get my office fixed because there's crap everywhere again. I got some furniture coming and stuff. So, but I am excited because once it does, then I can finally feel at home and so,
just in time to move.
Just in time to move. No, never moving ever again.
I would never leave that neighborhood you're in. That neighborhood seems awesome.
It's so beautiful. It's 74 degrees and sunny today. It's awesome.
Come on,
good.
Freaking love it.
It's been great.
I still can't get over. Just the kids all walking home from school, so freaking cool.
Yeah,
it's like everyone's just walking.
I've never been so excited for children's laughter. You know,
exactly. Children's
just hear them jumping on the trampolines. My next door neighbors.
Hear him get bullied. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Older kids getting pushed down little kids. And
like, stupid nose.
That's all about.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You want to get in the movie? We got a movie. I chose it.
You did. You chose it, which is actually interesting because you think I would have chose this movie for obvious reasons. So I guess they'll become obvious in a minute. But yeah, tell us.
Yeah. We got a movie. Our pick a flick for this week. Our first Adam Sandler flick, which I thought would be interesting for a couple of reasons. One, some of his movies didn't age well.
Yeah.
And there are parts that didn't age well, but also there were other things that I think felt like at first I was like, oh, that's not going to age well. And then I realized through the movie, I was like, actually, this is actually a pretty good thing.
Oh,
so
okay.
We'll get into that. I came around on a couple ways that things were presented, but there were a couple recurring jokes where I'm like, dude, give it a rest. It's just not that funny anymore. And before we do that, we got Big Daddy. This movie's called Big Daddy, and it's Adam Sandler, Steve Buscemi, Rob Schneider playing a minority, which is one of those problems. The whole crew. I still don't know, cross-eyed guy's name or the other two. But
no,
never learned them. Seen 58 movies with them in it, but never learned their names. But we will talk about it. Jon Stewart's in this. Leslie Mann's in this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a great flick, 1999. But we want to describe it to you in one sentence, Paul. I don't know if you thought about this.
Oh, that's right. The one sentence description.
You didn't, did you? Do you need a minute to come
I
up with something?
I didn't. You go. You go.
Okay. An Adam Sandler movie where he makes fun of Judd Apatow's wife's chest for 2 hours. It's basically a Judd Apatow movie before Judd Apatow directed it.
Exactly. Yeah. Isn't she married to Judd Apatow?
She is.
Yeah, there you go.
Leslie Mann is married to Judd Apatow.
Okay. A movie in which the state of New York absolutely drops the ball on the life of a child.
Yeah. What are we doing?
I mean,
like he calls like, hey guys, just so you know, I'm gonna keep him. All right, cool.
I'm like,
let us know if you need anything.
Dude,
what?
He called and said that, and I'm like, for some reason, I was like, man, this is before two-factor authentication. Like, you can't just call a place and be like, I'm this person. They're like,
I mean,
cool.
It was kind of pre 9/11 too, bro. So
true, yeah. You could just say things, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I was 9 in
much more
1999, so who knows? Oh, this came out the day before my birthday. I just realized that. That's crazy.
No way.
No way. What are the chances? So yeah, that's how I describe it. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one sentence.
Yours was better than mine, that's for sure. I have our letterbox reviews here. Super great. I've actually found I think I like this format a little bit better, where it's like one that's good, one that's like it's not necessarily good or bad about the movie, but it's like it's just a funny thing, and then one that's bad. So like 3 instead of 6. I felt like 6 was a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey,
here's our letterbox reviews. The 5-star review from SR Lamento. Appropriate response to no McDonald's breakfast. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's referring to a scene where McDonald's breakfast, he thought it was ended at 11. It ends at 10:30. And I distinctly remember them change. By the way, they changed that like I think in the year before this movie came out.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it was kind of a joke. It was a relevant joke at the time. Where everyone watching was like, "Oh, dude, it's at 10:30."
That's so stupid.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and he gets really mad in this Adam Sandler way, which I love. The second review is from Meg with little sprinkly stars, 2.5 stars. What I'd imagine Pete Davidson would be like as a father. Yes.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson could definitely be the main character in a remake of Big Daddy.
Big Daddy 2.
For sure. We should have recast. You can't do recast for Adam Sandler movies, in my opinion. So we didn't do that one this time. And then the last one, half star from RJ Fiore. Just let me just paint a picture here. This guy's picture is him in a fedora. So do with that information what you will. He thinks it's a pointless piece of shit movie. So
that's it.
I don't agree on the pointless part, but you know, a case can be made for the last 4 words.
Yeah. Pointless. I don't know about that.
Quick industry stats for you. June 25th, which is one day after Paul's birthday.
Before Paul's birthday, 26th.
Before.
Can't believe you don't know that. No, I'm just kidding.
So you were going to turn 9.
I was going to turn 9. I was about to turn 9. Yeah.
You were 90 birthday. Directed by Dennis Dugan. I don't know who that is.
No.
The budget was $34 million, but this movie made $234 million.
Jeez.
That is 34% of An Emperor's New Groove, if you're wondering. Distributed by Columbia Pictures, and it's a comedy. It is a comedy. It won an MTV Movie Award for Best Comedic Performance for Adam Sandler, and nominated for Best Movie, MTV Movie Awards. Obviously not the Academy Awards. He doesn't get near those.
No.
Teen Choice at one of Best Comedy. So it's Best Comedy amongst all the important kids. All the important kids thought it was funny. And then we have Joey Lauren Adams plays Layla, which I don't know what else she was in. Really? She is in stuff.
I feel like she is, but I don't recognize her.
Some rom-coms, I think.
Probably big in the 90s, you know?
Big in the 90s. Adam Sandler is Sonny Koufax, one of the best movie names ever.
Sonny Koufax,
yeah. Jon Stewart is in it. Cole and Dylan Sprouse. Those are Cole and Dylan Sprouse are the kids that play Zach and Cody. They're twins, but they play a kid, Julian. So both of them played him.
Oh, that's right.
They're both in it.
That's right. Very cool.
Leslie Mann is Corinne, which is such a good name for her. Rob Schneider is Nazo, the liver guy. We don't know where he's from. Steve Buscemi doesn't even have a name. He's just homeless guy. So, Steve Buscemi, he's come a long way, huh?
Sausage McMuffin.
He's the best. I love that guy. And this is Big Daddy 1999. What a year.
What a year. Movies. Yeah. Yes. By the way,
categories.
I just looked up Dennis Dugan really quick.
Dennis Dugan.
Dennis Dugan, director, is also the guy that he like breaks into his house for Halloween. And he's like, what else you got for him? Yeah, that's nice. Like gives him the watch or whatever. That's the director.
That's his cameo.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Dennis Dugan. Yeah.
Wow. Nice little anecdote there. Nice.
Yeah, no problem. There you go. More you know.
All right, into the categories. We got no Petty Pete, so
true. Let's
see what you can guess.
All right.
You got Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb.
Rotten Tomatoes. I'm gonna give this bad boy a 64. IMDb. I'm gonna say it is a 6 out of 10. Letterboxd is gonna be I'm gonna say they hate it. I'm gonna say it's like a 2 out of 5.
2 on Letterboxd. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this one's an interesting one where we have a split decision on the Rotten Tomatoes. We got a 39 on the tomato meter, but it's a 74 audience score. So critics effing hated it. But the people that actually matter, they liked it.
They liked it. Okay.
For IMDb, we have. Where I just scrolled down. What am I doing?
There it is. Can't wait to hear it.
It is a 6.4 out of 10.
So
very close.
Okay.
Very nice. And then on Letterboxd, we have a 3.1. So again, it is an audience favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
But very clearly, a lot of the jokes don't land anymore. But it is, I feel like performance-wise, like Adam Sandler in like a relatable, funny guy way.
Yeah.
One of the better ones.
Yes. Yep.
Like Billy Madison slapstick, right? He's a goofy character. Happy Gilmore, obviously is super goofy. We're not identifying with him.
No. He's just fun to watch.
This one was a little bit more. I feel like this is like the first part that had more wholesome parts to it.
This is the one I remember liking the most as a kid. Like when I was younger, I was like, I like Big Daddy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's no Little Nicky, but we'll get there. Okay. Vivian Ward.
All right.
The opening scene. How do you feel about it?
Opening scene. I mean, I would say this is probably like a 7 out of 10. I would say you're introduced to the character. You know exactly what you're going to get. You see the apartment. The phone call with the dad. Like I don't know. It's exactly you're introduced to this character. You're like, this character doesn't have their shit together. And I think we're going to find out how they get their shit together. And it's exactly what you get. So it was good. It was 7 out of 10. Solid.
It was pretty funny. He's getting a call in bed.
Yeah.
He wakes up next to his absolutely stunning girlfriend, which makes no sense.
Also that, that's true.
And so like, I just like, and then his dad calling me, you're an idiot. I'm like, yep, I love this. He is.
Yeah.
We find out that he's been milking suing the government check for a while, which is hilarious. Then imagine that, like, imagine having that apartment by working at a toll booth once a week.
Dude, that apartment was nuts.
Sick.
I always loved that apartment. Yes.
It's like a little loft area.
Yeah. Well, they allude to him like I don't remember if they ever talked about him being a lawyer at one point and then stopping, or if he just like went to school for it and then stopped.
Yeah, he went to school, he passed the bar, and then just didn't want to be a lawyer.
Or did he even take the bar? He took it?
Maybe.
So yeah, I don't even know.
It's exactly, but it wasn't really well established. Which honestly, for someone to go be a lawyer and then go this far the other way, come on, motivation doesn't just disappear. Something traumatic happened, and they didn't really do that. So I don't know. But then again, it's a stupid comedy. So like, who cares? We just need to know that's what's happening and then go from there.
Yes,
it's just funny that all of his friends are lawyers.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they still hang out with him regular. Every single person in his life is a lawyer, and he's not.
And he's like the savant lawyer, not the savant, but like what is it? Like I don't know what the word is. Like they kind of like he solves all their problems almost accidentally.
Yeah, he's like the main character in Suits. He's like, I didn't pass the bar, but I know more than you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's got that whole thing going for him. Yep. Yeah, exactly right.
Shut up, Harvey. Okay, sorry. We're not going over that. I give it a 6-7.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty solid quality. I feel like that's my rock solid. Good job, fist bump. But you could. There's no pretty girl walking down the street.
No. I mean, it's fine. It was fine.
There's no Cate Blanchett going. In the time of magic. Okay, sorry. I had to think of what she said. I don't remember.
I was like, I don't think she just. This is in the beginning of that.
In the age of men and wizards and elves. And
close.
Shit.
Speaking of characters, who was your favorite character?
Ooh, my favorite characters. Wait, do we have to do best scene, bro? Oh, let's do that after. Let's do characters right now. Let's flip it up, dude. I love it.
We're talking about it. Whatever, Yeah,
let's do it. I love that. My favorite character is Layla, bro. I love her.
Yeah.
I loved her.
Yeah.
I thought she was awesome. I'm like, dude, she's so cool.
Yes.
I don't know why she likes him, but she's so cool.
She's so freaking cool.
Like, but I liked Layla. obviously Julian, the cutest little kid ever. Like,
Oh
you
my
know,
gosh.
except for when he hawks that loogie thing. I cannot watch. I still
Clearly
can't watch that
CG,
scene.
by the way. Clearly CG.
But, oh yeah, but I still can't watch it.
You really can't watch that?
I'm traumatic, dude. My brother used to do that to me over my face.
Oh,
like,
no
fake it.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah, he used to
wild.
fake spit on me. I hate it. I hate spit. I have a thing with spit. Don't like it. And watch it. I'm like, dude, it's so long. And not only that, it's like ketchup colored.
Oh my gosh. Ketchup colored.
But other than that, dude, Frankenstein, he's just such a cute little kid. And honestly, their chemistry is really good. Like, I think it's just believable.
It
like
is.
They're buddies.
Yeah, it's very believable. You actually think that this kid really likes him. And yeah, a lot of it makes sense. Yeah, that's true. I think that's why I liked it so much too. Again, like Adam Sandler's relatable, but the relationship's believable.
Yeah. And then I'll go with Sonny. I'll go with Sonny third, just because I thought his performance was good. I know it's about him, and I know we've all seen at this point too. When it came out, we didn't have so many Adam Sandler movies, and we had never seen Grown Ups, right?
Yes.
So it wasn't ruined.
Yep.
So like it was definitely the peak. He was fresh off SNL. Like it was really, really, really good. And I thought he did a good job. And also it wasn't just a stupid like just only funny with just like most of the jokes are bad, but a couple good ones. Like it was like there was a good story. Even though it was kind of crazy and unbelievable, it was still pretty good. So
agreed.
I liked it overall that way too. So those are my three. What about you?
I'm a big fan of, as you said, Layla. I had a huge crush on Layla. I don't know what it was because I watched it with Tirza, and she's like, "Why is she talking like that?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but I love it." Something. She's like, "I don't." It's like kind of everything's like a whisper a little bit. Like I don't know what it is.
And she's
I don't know
like
if that's
always smiling.
Exactly. I'm not sure if that's the actress doing that or if that's the character. I honestly don't know. I haven't seen her in much else that I can think of. Oh no, I remember why I loved her as well. She was in Chasing Amy.
Yeah,
I loved her in Chasing Amy. Probably a movie I shouldn't have watched at that age, but when I watched it nonetheless, I freaking loved her in that. So that's probably why. So she was like this, like a '90s kind of like, oh, like she's in it, like Joey Lauren Adams. Like, is it? Ooh, she's like a little bit of a heart.
Oh, she's in Dazed and Confused.
Yeah, Dazed and Confused. Yep,
and Biodome with Pauly Shore. I don't know if you ever seen that movie, bro.
Oh, and Mallrats. She's in Mallrats. She's in freaking Mallrats.
Yeah, no, she's great.
Yeah, she's in all of these like Kevin Smith movies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not sure Big Daddy if he like produced it. I don't think he did. But no. Yeah. So anyway, huge crush on her. And then my second favorite character has got to be Homeless Guy, Steve Buscemi. So good. I say sausage McMuffin all the time. All to anything that happens, like, hey, we're gonna do this thing for you or whatever. Like, oh, well, by the way, like this extra thing is gonna happen in any situation. I don't care who it is. I'm like sausage McMuffin, and no one knows what I'm talking about. Oh, it's so I could see him like writing it down and being so happy about it. And then when he tells him, I thought breakfast ended at 11. Yeah, so did I. Total mind blow.
Yeah, total mind blow. Like he's not mad at all. I just remember me like, well, give me something. No, he's just like, no, I get it, bro. I'm upset too.
I can't believe it's over. Yeah, he's so excited about it,
man.
Easily two favorite characters. Freaking love them. Which also kind of like side note, I'm kind of bouncing everything. That also was probably one of my favorite scenes in the whole. We don't necessarily have to go there right now, but I do love that McDonald's scene.
Go right into it, man.
Hot dog. The McDonald's scene is fantastic for two reasons. One, when I watched this movie, all I ever wanted was McDonald's breakfast. It was like you could go to get McDonald's and get a Happy Meal, which is great, but if you get McDonald's breakfast, it's like something different. It's rare. You know, it's only available in my mind for basically a half hour every morning because that's when I woke up.
It's still a treat to this day.
To this day, it
25 days later, we still know what that means.
You're freaking right. It is. If I wake up early enough and like I'm running late or something, like I don't seek it out because I don't know. I'm not like super into fast food. But if I do decide to make that decision, better believe I enjoy it. Freaking McGriddle. Oh my gosh.
When you realize that it's an option.
Yes.
You get excited and you're doing it. It's one of those things.
True.
Once you think it, you're going to do it.
Yep.
It's like exactly Chick-fil-A on Sunday.
Yeah, yes. That's what I wanted the most.
Want a fried chicken sandwich. Oh, God damn it.
It's true. It's Sunday. So I love that scene for that reason. I also really like the whole like I have to go to the bathroom and then like he pees on the side of that the restaurant. He's like, hey, now it is your problem. Hey, okay, great. Like that whole dynamic, and it feels like it lasts a good time, and then it ends with him losing it. Like get the kid a Happy Meal. That whole scene's great. Everything about
Someone get the kid a Happy Meal.
Yes, from beginning to end. From the moment he like randomly drops the entire thing of milk on the ground in the very beginning when they're in the apartment, when he like tries to pour himself milk and just like boom splats everywhere and he puts more newspaper on it, to the moment he tells Steve Buscemi that McDonald's stops serving breakfast at 10:30. I love it. That's my favorite scene,
bro. When the guy's like, looks like you're having nice father, nice.
Nice parenting. Yeah,
and he's like, oh, tell it to my. Oh, are you my therapist? Just throws his fries over his shoulder.
Take a walk. Yeah, real nice parenting.
Throws fries on the ground. So good.
I relate so much now to Adam Sandler in that moment. Like, just take a walk. Like, I'm trying to do the best I can here. It's so good. All right, what's yours? What's your favorite?
My best scene, the courtroom scene when he like talks to his dad, when he's like, Dad, I love you. Dad, I'm like, I want that. I want to tell I like it more. And then his dad just turns around and like, yeah, give him the kid. Like, I'm like, it's not that simple, dude. Which is hilariously, it's not. So that's good. I'm glad that they didn't just say yes.
Yep.
Honestly, it was the perfect way to wrap it up for me. I did like that. I thought that was nice. But then funny, like when he catches his girlfriend with the old dude, and he's like, what's she has a 5-year plan. What's his plan? Not die?
Oh,
like, his old balls. Like, the guy with the old balls.
Old balls, gross.
And just leaves, and that's it.
Girlfriend's
and they
banging the
Pepperidge
dating
Farm for like
guy.
a decade.
What'd you say?
And they've been supposedly like together since college.
Oh yes, yeah, exactly, yeah.
But that's so good, man.
Sid.
It was Sid. Oh, that's such a good old man name. And then probably the best moment, like just short part of a scene in the entire planet that I think about regularly is when Frankenstein pees the bed and he puts him. He's like, oh no, don't worry, and he puts him on the on the newspaper. He's like, hold still.
Lay.
Okay, I'm up. Like, because the kid's just rolling and just
still lay.
And he pukes and he puts newspaper on it before they leave.
Yeah. All right, I'm up.
And that's just not realistic anymore. Do you know why? Because there are no newspapers.
I thought about that actually. I was like, man, think about having that many newspapers just around.
Yeah.
I mean, not even just having one, but like that many.
Growing up, did you have the bin where your
Oh yeah, my dad used it to start fires. Not like in the neighborhood. He was like an arsonist.
Like just have fires in the backyard. We did the same thing.
Oh yeah, fires in the backyard, or like we had a wood burning stove in our living room, so we used that. Yeah.
Oh, did you? What kind of bin was it? Because we had like those old washing tubs.
Oh, interesting.
Like a big tin, like aluminum tub, like that you used to wash clothes in like the 40s, and we.
Oh, that's hilarious! No, I didn't have that. We had a like a wooden like crate. Almost think of like what you'd like take all of your personal items out of the office with, but made of wood.
Oh, yeah. Dude! Wow, where'd that memory come from? That's what happens when you watch Adam Sandler movies.
That's true. Yeah, really.
Frankenstein pee in the bed.
Yeah.
And then just like a little honorable mention here when there's tripping rollerbladers.
Oh my gosh, dude! I was like, this is classic Sandler stuff. This kind of
there's
comedy.
A stick there. Someone should move that. Got me.
Fall. You suck.
Yeah. You suck. Yeah. All right, dude, we got to just go to quotes. I can't wait for.
We're
quotes.
already doing a million of them.
Yeah, let's just do quotes. I'm gonna hit you with my top 3 because there's 1,000.
Oh sure, yeah.
Damn you, Scuba Steve. That one, stubbing your toe.
Yeah.
So good. And then can't go woo song. Can't go woo. And then he's like, can't go woo song. He's like, all right. Like that one was my. I had that as a text tone for a while.
Oh, you did?
Back when you had to buy those on whatever that website was, freaking Boost Tones or whatever.
Oh, sure. Yep.
With my Nokia flip or my Motorola flip phone that wasn't a Razr. It was just a Motorola. I had that for a while. And then one that was underrated that I heard for the first time that I thought was, now that I'm an adult, is even more clever. She's like, Sonny, right at the beginning, she's like, Sonny, you figure it out, man. You figure out your life. You got to have a plan. He goes, what, do you want a father figure? Stop pulling your sister's hair.
Yeah, yes. That one hit now. I didn't understand it younger, but now I actually really like that.
Yeah, no, it made me, I like stopped the movie and laughed. I was like, okay.
You stopped the movie and laughed?
That's even better than I remember it being. Yeah, so good. That was really, really good. What quotes you got? Because I'm sure there's a few.
Oh, there's a couple. So I love the one of the kid of Frankenstein, Julian Bin. I wipe my own ass. I wipe my own ass. That was always one that me and my brother said to each other all the time, much to my mom's chagrin. And whenever Sonny, I think he says it like 2 different times, but there's one time in particular, I can't remember exactly the instance, but he's like, "We wasted the good surprise on you." Him saying that mockingly to her was, we wasted the
oh god, him and Leslie Mann the whole time, man.
Perfect back and forth. I actually kind of thought when I was a kid like they were going to end up together.
Yeah.
Somehow they did not.
I definitely didn't.
I got 2 more. One that hit now. You said the other one I was thinking of now that you want a father figure that actually like resonated now. This one when he pees the bed, he's like, "God, that's a shitload of piss." That one got me. Oh my gosh. I mean, I freaking have so many. It's really, I'm like thinking of more as I'm like naming these ones. But yeah, I think also probably the other one is this wrinkly skin and old balls. Gross. It's the cadence at which he says it is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I could quote so much of this movie.
Or the guard at the bar too. He's like, that guy drinks a lot of sodas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's like, what that guy at the bar too. He's like, he says some hilarious stuff. I don't know why. The way he says it, he's like, "You want to go, woman?" I don't know why.
How he says "woman," and he's like, "That guy drinks a lot of sodas."
You want to go, Nancy? I had a few Chardonnays. What of it? I say that all the time. I just realized the guy say that constantly.
Okay, so every Adam Sandler movie too has the crazy guy who yells stuff.
Yes, there's always a crazy guy who yells stuff. Yes,
and it's Rob Schneider and like Waterboy, and like it's usually like Steve Buscemi or Rob Schneider. I don't know why they have a second one. They already had Steve Buscemi, but he's like a well-adjusted guy.
He's like the nicest. Yeah.
I also, the part where the guy's like the goth guy's walking and he's like, "I forgive you. You're not mad at me. You're mad at your dad." I'm mad at my dad. This is weird. Like doing this podcast is like revealing to me how much of my lexicon comes from this movie that I didn't realize. I say that all the time too. You're mad at your dad, not at me. I forgive you. I am. I hate my father. I hate
look at this
father. Guy. It's like people don't forget. Like same thing.
People don't forget. Exactly. Yeah. People don't forget. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh God. So many quotes.
Many quotes. Actually, we can just keep peppering them in as we come up with them as we continue.
I'm gonna.
Wonderful show. Added in the new thing, most unrealistic parts, some things about this movie. Every movie's got unrealistic stuff. Some of it is more glaring than others. We already talked about the apartment, right?
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah. The girlfriend? No, I'm just kidding.
The girlfriend, probably.
Probably.
But the big one was the one we touched on maybe at the beginning. And that was, maybe them just giving him the kid.
Yeah.
He just called and was like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah, I'll take him. Okay.
Like he's renting a movie. He's like, "You know what? I'll just charge me full price. I'll keep it."
Yeah, it's like a human life. Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, great, okay, totally fine." Yeah, very.
Like, you don't need to see my driver's license or verify that I'm me.
Like, you ask me for like a birth date, even anything. No, guy was just like, honestly, this whole movie is about like this guy who works at the facility, the child care services, like covering his ass because he made a huge mistake. Like Sonny Koufax shouldn't necessarily be charged. This guy needs to be. The negligence is unbelievable. Like you just let some guy call and say he was the father and then you gave him to him? Like you're fired. How are you on the prosecutor's stand or at the bench? I don't know.
And he's like Canadian. And
who's
like
Canadian?
The kid. Technically, he's a citizen, Canadian citizen.
That's a whole different level of.
Yeah, there's like a lot of red tape associated with this process, and there was not a lot of red tape put in front of us. Not a lot.
I mean, I know it's a comedy. Maybe we're overthinking it, but it just feels like I don't know.
I mean, maybe they could have just done like a. I mean, I feel like there's like jokes there. You know what I mean? There's like probably a lot of jokes in the.
Oh yeah, they left a lot on the table. When I saw it was an hour and 30 minutes, I was like, oh geez, we're gonna speed run this movie.
Yeah, it did kind of blow through that stuff for kind of a heavy subject.
Yeah.
But also when he's in the toll booth and he's like, "Hey, where are you going?" He's like, "Manhattan." He's like, "You going to take me with you?" He's like, "Okay,
I guess."
I guess. Like it's this old man that gives him a ride in.
Yeah.
Never happened now.
No, not in a million years. But I thought that was very like, oh yeah, that would happen in 99 when I watched it. Like, yeah, sure. Old guy give you a ride.
Old guy give you a ride. You got to get a ride any way you can. This guy lives in the best apartment in the city, but doesn't have a car or any way. Can't even pay for the subway.
Rooftop apartment. Yeah, none of it makes any sense. He's got live nudes.
It's like Friends, right?
You know, right in there.
Like Friends, their apartments were ridiculous too. Right?
And I still don't know what any of them did. I know what Rob doesn't matter. That's not what I'm talking about. Rob? Who is it? Rob
Who's
Schneider?
Rob? Which one is Rob?
Rob Schneider is the actual guy's. No. Wait.
Are we talking about Friends or this movie?
Let's talk about Friends.
You talking about the paleontologist?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rachel and
we know Rachel too. She's marketing.
What's his name?
Ross.
Ross.
Oh, yeah,
Ross.
David Schwimmer.
Rob Schneider. David Schwimmer.
Thanks for bearing with us, listener. That took a minute.
Took a minute. That in. You just fast forward that part. All right.
Yeah. What about what age best? What age worst? Let's talk about how this age. This one's gonna take a minute probably. I have a couple.
Okay.
Fast. Maybe we just like cross reference. Maybe that's the way we go through this.
Sure. Yeah.
So I thought the best things that age were like the Sonny's relationship with Julian.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I thought that the way that he developed his relationship with Layla too. Also, I'm like, this is actually he's pretty charming. There's nothing toxic like 90s here with them, where he's just being a dude.
No,
like,
no,
you're so hot because you're the main character. Like it was like actually like a nice thing.
Yeah, it was cute.
And I would say at first I thought the commentary on the two best friends becoming gay was like not going to age well because like I just can't get used to this, right?
And actually,
but then I realized how like kind of for a movie it was pretty progressive because there was just a lot, like they were in it a lot. They didn't just say it once and then like now we know that, like they were part of the movie.
Yeah.
And it was all very like, I don't know, nice. They were just like they like liked each other and all their friends were like, we love that they love each other, and it was like great. I was like, oh
yeah.
And then the other guy, the one guy who's like, I can't get used to this, you could tell he's trying.
He is. Yeah, he's trying. Exactly.
So like,
yeah,
I don't know. I was like, at first I was like, oh no, we're gonna do that. Like, haha, gay. Haha, gay's funny. But no, it was like, no, it's fine. It's good. It's actually not like, it's got the things they say to each other. You're like, like it's almost like they do it in front of their friends just to like fuck with them.
Yeah.
But which I love. So I was like,
I agree.
This. I think this is great. I love that this is here.
Yeah, it was a really cool, I thought, actually, way to introduce that, especially at that time period. Because, yeah, you're right. Like, they introduced, like, at first, I was like, oh, boy, here we go. Like, I can't remember what they say about this. But the main guy, I think his name is Mike, or the guy who was, like, always cross-eyed in all these movies, is like, I just can't get used to it because, like, they were, like, my bros, and now they're kissing. Like, I understand that would probably be hard to reconcile. Like, that is actually relatable. Like, if two of your like best friends just like got together, you'd be like, it's weird. And I was able to like,
the dynamic would change drastically.
It would, exactly. And I'm like, okay, let me just interpose a heterosexual couple into this. And actually all of this still hits. It's all still Like the dynamic is still funny.
Oh, yeah.
Like the way they overly like, oh man, like Ben Affleck, whoever in the movie was like, oh, his arms are so big. Your arms are nice. I would roll my eyes at anyone saying that. Any couple.
Exactly.
You'd be like, oh my gosh. And then I also think Adam Sandler's character, Sonny Koufax, plays the joke pretty well. I don't know, man. I just can't get used to it. He's like, what are you going to be late for a clan meeting later? And it's just.
He's like, lighten up, bro. It's not that big of a deal. And I was like, yeah, it's not. It really isn't. And then I think that's actually driven home really strongly when they are babysitting Julian and he's there. Mike's there with them.
Yes, yeah, they're all three there together. Exactly.
He's still like is like, oh my god, guys.
Yeah,
but like he's there.
Yes,
like you could just say no. He doesn't have to be there, but he's there because he wants to hang out with them.
Yeah, that was actually a really endearing part of the movie. I would argue. Yeah, as a heterosexual male, that landed well for me.
What do you have for aged worse?
Oh, I think we all know what aged the worst here.
Which things?
What aged the worst? Okay, slightly less obvious. Maybe the Hooters joke didn't age as well. I don't know.
We beat that to death a little bit.
They beat it to. It was like I get
like
it,
as
man.
if like working at Hooters isn't a valid thing.
Exactly. Yes. Like I understand that the joke is that she has big boobs, and so you're making fun of that association. Like, hey, you worked at a place, you earned a living for the big boobs. So I get that there's like a joke there, especially amongst friends. But like the callback over and over again, and then somehow like she's like not smart because she worked there. I was like, I don't know. It was just played too much. He was at one point he was just yelling Hooters at her. Hooters.
Because he's mad at her.
Exactly.
Which I actually thought that was the funniest thing. Just like he's like, I don't even know what to say. Just Hooters. Don't forget.
Yeah. Forget who you were. Also, apparently, side note, I guess she wore fake boobs for that.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that until...
He does not have that big of boobs.
No. Did not realize this. So, yeah, that one didn't age great. Whatever. That's fine. Rob Schneider, the elephant in the room, did not age well. Which is tough.
What minority is he supposed to be?
I don't know.
Middle Eastern?
I think Middle Eastern. I think
his accent changes a lot.
It does. And it's tough because as a kid, I thought that character was funny. Like I didn't have any context for that.
Yeah.
At like 10 years old or whatever. But now like watching it and also knowing all the other roles that Rob Schneider plays, I'm like, dude, like just like your whole shtick is just making fun of stereotypes of other people. Like you're not actually funny on your own. You're just making fun of other people. So yeah, that obviously that didn't age great because actually he's a part of some of my previously favorite scenes, like Hip Hoppopotamus. You know, thought that was always really funny or whatever. But now I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I was making fun of someone who doesn't speak English for language. Oh no.
Exactly. Yeah.
By the way, though, Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, phenomenal movie. So come on.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Totally. I haven't seen that in so long. I don't even know if I can say that if it was a really good movie. Or
it's
not.
Terrible.
I was like, terrible. I remember liking it. That's the thing. I remember liking it as a kid. I was like, oh yeah, it's funny.
But he's not playing a minority. He's just a male.
Yes. The funnest part, I think, of Rob Schneider's character is when Sonny puts him in a chokehold and knocks him out and like taps his junk to try to wake him up. I thought that was the funniest part of him.
Oh, puts him asleep.
It just puts him asleep.
Yeah, the accent though, where we can't. His name's Navi. That doesn't really tell us anything.
Yeah,
like I don't know what they were going for. They're just going for just generic like ethnic food delivery guy. And
exactly. Yeah, and that also felt lazy too. Is like I don't know. Not that I want you to like define the backstory, but also just like I don't know, make his like put toner on his skin and give him a weird accent. It was like,
yeah, it was like general. It's like he is a stereotype. We don't even have to tell you which one.
Exactly. Yeah. That's how lazy we're going to be about it.
It felt like an SNL skit a little bit, which is what Rob Schneider did. So I guess
true.
I mean, I had Buscemi as the homeless guy at first, but. And then I took it out of there because I was like, actually, the way he's very eloquent.
Yeah.
And the kid's like, what happened to you? And he's like telling him like a real story about what would really
cause someone to be homeless.
So they did that on purpose, which I actually appreciated because it was real. and they were still like buddies. It was, I don't know. It was just like it wasn't all about how he was homeless and making fun of him being homeless. Like, it was more like people.
He just happened to be homeless.
He just happened to be homeless,
Yeah.
and that was just like maybe just for the costume. I don't know, because they needed another guy that's crazy, like, because they already had the crazy guy in the bar, so
Yeah.
they got someone in between. I said misogyny in general, like the Hooters and like the girlfriend just cheating, just willy nilly, and like, I don't know, that's not having a great, but it was okay. It was just like, I was like, this was funnier before about Sid, and then it just kind of ended. I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I said the biggest thing though was the amount of newspaper used to clean. You can't do that with an iPad.
Can't just put your iPad.
Have you tried just putting an iPad on some pee?
I've never tried putting iPad on some pee.
I have. Doesn't work.
I have. Not good.
Does not work. But honestly, probably the big thing was Rob Schneider.
I think we can agree that was the biggest part that did not age well. And again, pleasantly surprised by the whole homosexual relationship. I thought that was, I really was taken aback at like how fairly they handled that. I was like, oh, really good. It's really good.
Yeah, I'd say the end held up too. He doesn't actually get the kid.
Yes, he just drops the charges. Yeah. Yep.
And then
he doesn't get the kid. Yeah.
And Jon Stewart steps up.
Tells Corinne. Yep.
Corinne's in.
Actually had some good closure.
It worked out for the kid. He still gets to have a relationship with the kid because those are his friends.
Yep.
And then he has his own kid. So
exactly.
I don't know. It just felt that I was like, that's actually a phenomenal way to wrap this up without it being exactly what we thought it would be the whole time.
Exactly.
Which is good movie making. So it's actually a pretty good movie. I don't know. I don't know why the critics didn't like it. Maybe that was Rob Schneider.
I think it might have been Rob Schneider.
Maybe.
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe. So I would love to pose this question for you first.
Okay.
We'll do the rank list again. So it's 10 Adam Sandler movies.
Okay.
And then just tell me where in this list you would put Big Daddy, and I'll share with the listeners the list real quick. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, The Waterboy, Big Daddy, Little Nicky, Mr. Deeds, Anger Management, 50 First Dates, Grown Ups, and Just Go With It.
Suppose he didn't put Click in there, you know?
Yeah, it just didn't come up on there's a lot. So.
No, yeah, there's a lot. I would say that this ranks for me probably around like 4 or 5. Just as far as like nostalgia goes for me. I don't necessarily fully remember, like Grown Ups, Just Go That. I don't remember that one. 50 First Dates, I feel like was kind of cute, but also not really, because it felt like it tried to be Groundhog's Day. True. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Anger Management. Yeah, I would say it's about 4 or 5, because I think in my list, my personal list, it goes Happy Gilmore, then Billy Madison, then The Waterboy, Little Nicky, then Big Daddy, I think. And then all the rest kind of fall wherever they fall.
So 5. We'll throw you. Yeah, we'll say you're a 5. Right in the middle of the pack, which is good. This is a good list.
Yeah.
I mean, Grown Ups is way down at 10. I haven't seen Just Go With It recently. Can't remember what it's about, and I know it's better than Grown Ups.
Exactly. Yes.
So, I like 50 First Dates because Sean Astin has a lisp and it wears mesh shirts, which is just what else do you need? But I would say my order would be number 1, Happy Gilmore. Number 2, Waterboy. Number 3, Big Daddy, then Billy Madison, then
really
Nicky. Yeah,
Big Daddy over Billy Madison
was a little bit. I was a little bit young, just like a little bit.
Yeah,
just missed it. Just missed it. My brother was 11. I was 5. I was 6. My brother was 12. So like he loved it. I was like, I don't really understand enough yet. And then later, I really liked it. But Waterboy got me. I love Waterboy.
That's true. Waterboy, actually, I'll probably put a little bit higher.
I'd say Happy Gilmore and Waterboy are top 2.
Yeah.
Like, and they're sports too. So like, of course, I like those as a kid. Right?
Exactly.
God, I'm sure those iconic characters. I feel like 364 days to hockey season. I say that all the time. just taking baseballs off the chest. Just 364 days to hockey season. Everyone says it because obviously he didn't make the team because he's not tough enough.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. I love Mama. Yeah, no, you're right. It's really good.
Happy Gilmore would be another good one to go revisit.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's a million of these that are so good, like these comedies in this era. Like we said, the 90s were killer for movies. I mean, so good, especially 99, 98. Oh, yeah. We haven't done freaking The Matrix, you know? Oof.
Honestly, like 98 to 2002, just take me
Killer
back.
movies, man.
Take me back.
Yeah, take her back. Thank goodness. All right, final rating for me on this one. All right. My nostalgia rating for Big Daddy. Also, by the way, we didn't mention one time. They mentioned Syracuse a million times, which was huge for me.
Big
Huge.
SU fan.
I forgot, like, Vanessa's like, I'm gonna go back to my parents' house in Syracuse and blah 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 blah, and like all this kind of stuff. I was like, oh, sick. Like, I wonder where she lives. And I was like, there's no shot she lives in Syracuse. So, like, it's clearly made up.
What if I live in her house right now?
None of these people. What if I live where she lived? Yeah, everyone's from Syracuse. They all went to Syracuse University. I think it's awesome. I love that part. He always is wearing Syracuse stuff. And this was like, anytime I saw Syracuse in any type of mainstream whatever, I was like, that's where I live. So it was super cool.
What he also said at the beginning, he's like, I'm having a tough go. I got the medical problems and Syracuse is 0-3.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's really rough time for me right now. Syracuse is 0-3. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I got those medical problems.
Let's go, Rangers. So yeah. Those medical problems. So nostalgia score for me. Big Daddy was a really big one for me. I'm gonna say it's like an 8.5 nostalgia rating. I really liked it when I was a kid. I would say now it's probably like I'd say it's like a 6.5, 7. It dropped a little bit, obviously, because of some of the stuff that didn't age well. Also, the fact that they kind of rushed a lot of stuff, and the fact that they would never give a child to a random person like this doesn't really make any sense. But some of the stuff still held up really well, and the chemistry between Sonny and Julian is believable. I think that's what carries the whole movie. So I like that part.
I agree. I'd say my nostalgia was an 8.5. Like, I remember it being the funniest movie ever.
Yeah,
so funny. I was 10. I loved it. Love every minute. I'd say I'll give it a 7.5 now because some of the jokes that I liked back then no longer are kind of in that realm. But it gained, like, I would say, so that would take it to a 7. But then I'll go 7.5 because it was actually more wholesome and well done.
Yeah,
the wholesome parts were more well done than I remember. I was like, actually, this is a good message, and it was a good story. And then the ending, I was like, that was a good ending. I just think it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
There's some jokes that are not great, but like, pretty good movie. Pretty solid. It was pretty good movie making.
Yeah, and it was believable too. Like, honestly, the parts where like he was kind of like, yeah, just kind of let him do whatever he wants, and he ends up making the right choice and blah 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 whatever. I could see a parent literally trying that, and the backlash that he got was all believable stuff. Like, I could see the kid being like, okay, I guess it's cool to piss in this plant over here. Like, I guess that's fine. So it was relatable as well from the parent perspective of like, yeah, I mean, you're basically like extreme Montessori. I guess you could just let them do whatever they want. So, yeah, I agree. Great rewatch. I enjoyed this one as a memorabilia. What's the word I'm looking for?
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Yeah, there we go. You got it.
Yeah, and it was a crisp hour and a half too. It was quick to the point, 90-minute movie. You love those, unless it's Dune, and then you want that to be 7 hours long.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of Dune, comes out on Max on Tuesday.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Can't wait to rewatch that.
21st.
Heck yes.
If you were listening, I think, this show is coming out tomorrow on the day you're listening to this. So go check that out and have a good night. Get some popcorn and some M&Ms.
Heck yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
Can I announce the next movie?
You can. Just announce it right here on the show.
I'm going to freaking announce on the show our next movie. So I'm saying this because I really want our listeners to watch it as well. And we will all watch it together. I'm freaking jazzed about this one because it's been forever. We are going to be rewatching Blade.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't remember anything he says in it, but it's sick. Yeah. Turn on
the blood sprinklers. Yeah.
Blood sprinklers in a vampire party.
Can't freaking wait. Wesley Snipes, peak Wesley Snipes.
The original Marvel film. A lot of people don't know that. Blade is a Marvel character.
That's right.
Though I don't believe Marvel had rights at this point. I think this was Fox.
I think it was Fox.
At this point.
It was, probably.
But hopefully we see like Michael B. Jordan or something appear.
Oh my gosh. Blade. Yes. So I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, Young Washington or whatever.
Who?
David Washington.
David Washington. Oh, David, his son.
He's got a middle name too. Denzel's son.
Denzel's son. Yeah.
He could be Blade. He could crush it.
Well, isn't what's his name's gonna be Blade?
Who is it?
I want to say Ejiofor. It's not him. The dude from
Paul
Green
Giamatti?
Book. Paul Giamatti.
Mahershala?
Mahershala Ali is Blade.
No way.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
That's awesome. He'll be awesome too.
Yeah.
Dude, him is like an intense bad. Oh.
I know.
Dude, I'm pumped for that. I want to see him do that.
I'm freaking jacked up for the new Blade. Anyway, so we're gonna watch the old Blade, the first one, which is the best of all the series, in my opinion. So yes,
slightly better than Trinity, just slightly,
just a little bit.
Movie's terrible. Don't watch it, guys. We're watching Blade. I can't wait. Also, I'm gonna just mention this.
Yeah.
There is a very good chance that you and I will be doing a show at GCX.
Hell yeah!
So
yes,
we have been talking about it. What we would love to do, and I'm gonna. This is probably the first. Yeah, it definitely is the first time Paul's hearing this because I haven't even said this out loud yet in my head. But I thought it would be great and fun to give you guys all the movie beforehand too. Yes. And so anyone who watches it or has anything, we can include the crowd or the people around the booth or whatever in the show, getting their takes on some of our categories.
Yes,
I thought that would be fun. So we'll let you know when all that we know information on that, but that will be available soon as well. So
absolutely,
yeah.
Yes.
And I think we owe a watch party at some point this summer, if we can swing it.
Oh, absolutely, watch the movie, man,
with the peeps.
Absolutely, get my freaking popcorn.
Oh God, I'll do it,
dude. I'd love that.
That'd be fun. Let's work on finding a week like in the next I don't know 4 or 5 weeks and see if there's a day.
Let's do it before GCX.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. So yeah, that's our show.
Heck yeah.
I'll take us out. I'll take us to the finish line, guys. Thank you so much for being here for the show. I hope you enjoyed our breakdown of Big Daddy, our first Adam Sandler movie. We really appreciate you listening. Be sure to leave a 5-star review wherever you listen to your pods. We are everywhere now. So if you want to, you have another platform you need to listen to, or you're getting rid of it, whatever, we are there. So don't worry about it. We'll be there on YouTube as well. And check out the brand new episode of Obsessed. It's coming out this week as well. Actually, the day that Dune comes out. So Tuesday, tomorrow, you will have a brand new Obsessed episode as well. So thank you for being here. We will see you next week for some Blade discussions, and we're looking forward to it. Paul?
Hey.
Audience? See you later.
Bye, Trevor.
Bye. And cut! Nice. That was a good one.
You should leave the end cut in there.